Hi, welcome to Brewsters Running Exercise of the Week number 5. Today's exercise is about addressing the difference between your hamstring strength versus your quadricep strength. Generally in adults, the difference between your quads and your hammies is about 2 to 1. So your quads are usually twice as strong as your hamstrings, and that leads to, in a lot of cases, hamstring injuries. So to fix that problem, we need to strengthen those hamstrings. So a really simple exercise to begin with is something called a supine bridge. So laying on our back, your legs up on a chair, usually quite easy to begin with, arms to the side, and we're simply keeping the knees straight, lift your hips up. You can do this with bent knees, but that tends to focus the exercise into your glutes. So for the purposes of this exercise, we'll do with straight knees, lifting your hips up, and we want to get our body in as straight a line as possible. And simply hold that like you would with the plank. You'll find after a little while the hamstrings start to get a bit weak, they might even start to shake. So when you feel yourself shaking, or your form or your technique starts to fail, just relax and take it back to the floor. The idea is a static hold, so we're going to lift and hold it for as long as you can. When you find that you can lift and hold that quite comfortably for a while, you might want to challenge yourself a little bit further just by lifting one leg slightly off the chair. The thing to check is that your hips don't drop, which is a tendency that will happen as you start to get a bit weaker. So lifting one leg up, holding the hips nice and steady, keeping that nice straight line, and then when it starts to fatigue or shake, change to the other side and holding in that position there. The progression for this exercise is using a Swiss ball or a fit ball. So same starting position, laying flat on your back, with your feet up on the ball, and again arms out to the side, lifting up with your hips, and then from there just holding that position. You'll find that because you're using a Swiss ball, you've got an unstable platform. It starts to recruit other muscles in your hips and through your pelvis, which is a good thing. It starts to work your hamstrings as a group with other muscles. More functional exercise than on the chair. And then if you can do that comfortably, from here we try to curl the ball in by flexing our knees. We don't want to lift the hips up too high, just trying to curl that ball in underneath our feet, bringing in towards our hips, and you'll feel your hamstrings work pretty hard with this exercise. And again, being mindful, if you've had a recent hamstring injury or if you're prone to cramping in the hamstring, be very careful with the exercise. Don't progress it too quickly. Go back to the chair if you're finding it's too painful or uncomfortable, and then slowly progress up to a hamstring curl using a Swiss ball. Nice and slow, control the movement. So if you like this exercise for the hamstrings, you probably like a lot of the other exercises in the Runner's Core program, which you can find on brewstersrunning.com. It takes you through a whole range of different things to improve core strength so you can get more out of your running.